Hey guys, this is lesson 10, and let's go ahead and get started with some converting the improper fractions into mixed numbers. So number 1, 12 over 7. Okay, what do? Well, we first are going to divide, okay? So we do 12 divided by 7. So how many sevens go into 12? It goes into 12 once, right? And then 7 times 1 is 7, and then 12 minus 7 equals 5, so we have a remainder of 5. Now we write that as, so this 1 is going to be the whole number, okay? And then the remainder is going to be the numerator, and then we are going to keep this denominator of 7 over here. So our answer is 1 and 5 over 7. Okay? So number 6, again, 107 divided by 10. How many 10s go into 107? 10 times, right? And then what's 10 times 10? 100. And then we have a remainder of 7, right? So this 10 is our whole number, and then this 7 is our numerator, and then we keep the denominator of 10. So that's our answer, 10 and 7 over 10. Okay, so try the other ones, and let's move on to converting decimals to mixed numbers. So we're converting decimals this time, and what we do is simple. So this whole number, we're just going to leave it as a whole number, okay? So we just got to deal with the decimals. So we have 0.05. How do we convert that into fractions? Well, we're going to look at the place values, okay? So we know that's tens, right? And then that's hundreds. That's 1 over 10, and then that's 1 over 100. Okay? And that means this is 0 over 10, and then this is 5 over 100. And then we add. Okay? And then we know that 0 divided by anything is just 0, right? So that just equals 0. So what are we left with? We're just left with 5 over 100. And when we simplify that, that becomes 1 over 20. So our final answer is 8 and 1 over 20. Okay. Number 6. Again, we're just leaving this 4 as a whole number. And then we're converting this decimal. How? By looking at the place values, right? So that's tens and that's hundreds, right? And then we add, so that's going to be 6 over 10 plus 1 over hundreds, right? We need this common denominator, so then we're going to multiply 10 on the top and the bottom. So that becomes 60 over 100 plus 1 over 100. Okay? So we have 61 over 100. So our final answer is 4 and 61 over 100. Okay? So go ahead and finish this page. And then let's move on to the next page. Addition of decimals. Hopefully this isn't anything new to you guys. So let's start with 1. So remember to align the decimals, right? So then we need the place values to be aligned. So 1 plus Oh wait, can we write it like this? 0.02 plus 1. And then so 2 plus 1 equals 3, 0.0. Is that right? No, that's totally wrong. Why? Because we didn't align the place values, right? So if we align it, then it's 1 plus, right? Remember, there's zeros behind 1, right? 1 plus 0.02. Okay? So that's the way to write it. And so when we add it, so it's aligned, right? So when we add it, that's just 2, 0, and then 1. And then don't forget the decimal. So that's our answer. Okay? So number 6, again, let's align it. 1.0 plus 0.1, right? It's perfectly aligned. 0 plus 1, 1. 1 plus 0, 1. Don't forget the decimal. And our answer is 1.1. Hopefully this isn't hard. So give the rest of the questions a try, and then let's move on to our last page, which is fraction spotting word problems. So Captain John goes on a long journey around the world. He travels 1/4 of the journey by plane, okay, and the rest by boat. What fraction of the journey does he travel by boat? Okay, so we know he traveled 1/4 of his journey by plane, right? And then the rest by his boat. So that's 1. Right? So we gotta figure out this number. Well, what's 1 minus what's... So 1 could be also expressed as 4/4, right? So what we do is just 4/4 minus 1/4, which is 3/4. So he traveled 3/4 of his journey by boat. Okay? So here's your answers.